Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the WWE Create-A-Superstar Ring. That's right, it's the new Ring Builder set from Mattel's line of Create Your Own Superstar action figures. It's pretty neat. If you guys haven't seen this line already, basically, this is a fully customizable line. All of these sets have come out where you can mix and match parts to make your own WWE superstars or just crazy action figures. And to go right along with that is this Ring Builder set so that you can customize your own wrestling ring for them to do battle in. How cool is that? If you look at the box here, you can see some of the things that you'll be able to do with this set. You'll be able to mix and match all 28 included pieces in this box to create 20 different ring combinations, over 20 different ring combinations, which is awesome, right? So let's go ahead and pull this out of the box and take a look at it. Now, upon removing it, there will be some minor assembly required for your basic ring. Essentially, all you're going to have to do is plug in all of the turnbuckle posts, and you've got the ropes that just kind of attach to the turnbuckles, and then your standard ring is ready to go. In addition to the ring, we have several pieces here, which we're going to use to customize this to make all sorts of crazy contraptions. You can see we've got these straight kind of scaffolding pieces here. We've got some shorter pieces. We've got curved pieces. We've got platforms. Lots of cool stuff, and we even get an included WWE Championship belt, right? Pretty sweet. And to go right along with that, we even have a few different links of some chains so we can hang that championship belt above the ring. So let me show you some of the fun ways we can kind of build these together. That way we can mix and match this up, and I can kind of show you how it works with snapping all these pieces onto the ring. Now, the ring itself, very basic in design. You can see it's just got a red ring apron. It's got a white canvas in here. The canvas is made of a hard plastic, but one of the things that I really like about it is that there's a bit of a bounce to it, and there's even a bit of impact noise when you slam the guys down on the mat. This is done with an effect where the ring actually kind of bounces and just slams against the plastic border here, but that's fun. That way when you're slamming around your figures, you got some noises there, kind of smacking your figures around on the ring, some slams or what have you. And of course, we've got the ropes, very standard ropes for a wrestling ring toy that we've seen. You can see they got nice spring to them there. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in our Gladiator Triple H. This is from the WWE Create-A-Superstar Gladiator set, but that way you can see what he looks like standing in the ring. Pretty typical size for a wrestling ring for the 6-inch scale figures. You know, bounce off the ropes there, slam him in the middle of the ring. However we want to accomplish, you know, any of the moves that we want to pull there. Oh, down he goes. All right, so this is where the real fun begins, because now we want to start mixing and matching these pieces so we can build our own crazy ring. So I'm going to go ahead and do a few builds for you guys, just because I want to show you how you can attach all the pieces to make everything work. So we always start with our standard ring right here, right? Let's say, I don't know, we want to suspend the belt above the ring. There's several different ways you can do that, but I'm going to go ahead and do it with these little curved pieces here. So they all have different designs to where there's different ways you can plug them in. All of these pieces will kind of work together, and you can see that just by looking at the ends. For example, these curved pieces do have the ability to fit over the turnbuckles, and they have a little slot in there so it fits right over the turnbuckle pad. So you can put it right on the ring post, fits right over the turnbuckle, locks nice and tight in place. We do that to all 4 sides of the ring there, and get all my curved pieces. Look at that. There we go. Very easy, right? So now I've got these great curved scaffolding pieces kind of stretch across the ring. It's a very simple build. Maybe I want to then take this plastic chain and, you know, clip it across 2 of them that are going across the ring there. Look at that. We got a nice little hanging chain in the middle. Then I can take the championship belts. I can clip it across that chain. And suddenly I've created myself a bit of a ladder match. Now it is a little short one. Obviously, if we put our guys in the ring, all they've really got to do is reach up and grab it. So, but that's a shorter way you can do it. There are many other ways where we can make this much taller. In fact, the box touts that with enough pieces, you can get this thing to be, about 28 inches tall, which is massive. So let me show you some of the other ways we can mix and match these parts here. As you can see, it's very easy to pop those off if we want to. So let's get a little bit more creative. Let's go taller. Let's take the long, straight scaffolding pieces. And we have these connectors that are around the ring posts here, which is perfect for these taller ones. And there are also pegs on either side, so the pegs clip in and it slides right into that slot at the ring post there. So it wraps right around the ring post. We can hook those on just like that, all the way around the ring. Here we go. Boom, check that out. See, so we're a little bit taller now. And then there's lots of different things we can do from here. Say, let's bring those bent pieces back up on top and we will connect them across here. Yeah, we'll do something just like that, huh? Look, we're getting a little bit taller. See that? That's looking pretty cool, right? And then let's get even more creative. How about these platform pieces? Now, there's different ways you can combine these platform pieces as well. One of the things that's really neat about them is they do have the ability to connect together, to kind of make a bit of an oval shape or a circular shape here. That way, we can make like a large platform to put at the top of the structure that we're building. So, if I get them all clipped together just like so, boom, see? Just like that. Got ourselves a nice shape there. And then, look at this. We can clip them right onto the top of our platform. We got them on top of the scaffolding. Look at this craziness. I've made myself like a Tower of Doom here. How cool is that? Try to back out just a little bit. Say, oh yeah, look at that. And then we got the little shorter chain here. Look, you can bring this right up the middle. It clips right onto the top there, just hooks on there. And then, we can take our championship belt again if we want to. We can hang it from the chain. Look, now we've got ourselves a really awesome looking ladder type match. See? Look, Triple H is actually going to have to do a little bit of work to get up to that belt now. That is pretty sweet. And this alone is awesome. And the platform on top does even have several pegs so that you can stand figures up on top. You can have them doing battle on top of the cage. They can fall all the way down, all the way down into the ring. They can fly off of it. Oh man, so many different ways we can play with it. But there's more ways we can build this. Let's see what else we can do here. So I'm going to go and pop that off. I will note that some of these pieces do stick together pretty tightly. As you can see, I'm having to put a lot of force to kind of pull some of these apart. So that's probably a good thing and a bad thing. And the reason I say that is good thing because they're not too loose that they're going to be falling down when you're playing with it. But the downside of that is that younger kids might have a harder time pulling these pieces apart. So they might need a grown-up to help them. A little bit of strength in there. You got to really kind of pull on them sometimes to really get them to separate. But there we go. So we got those pulled apart there. Let's see. What else can we do with this? Oh, we can also build underneath the ring. That's right. You don't just have to build upwards. We can build underneath. There's actually two different ways we can attach pieces to the bottom. You can either attach pieces to the little slits that are right directly underneath the ring posts, or the little squares that are a little bit further in. Now, the reason you'll want to differentiate this is if you stick them into the same slits that are around the ring post on the underside, you're not going to be able to attach anything on the upper part because it's the same slot. So if you want to do that, you're going to want to bring them in to the inner parts. So, for whatever reason, let's say we want to make a suspension ring here, right? We want to kind of lift it up off the ground a little bit. So I'm going to attach all these curved scaffolding pieces to the bottom of the ring. Look at that. Now the ring is suspended above the ground. Right? That's kind of cool. Well, we can keep building higher above that even. So now we can put those other pieces back up here on the top. Look at that. We're just building it up taller and taller. Keep it going. Make it as high as possible. And then there's some other fun pieces we can do here as well. So, for example, you got these smaller platforms. These have the ability to just clip right on to your scaffolding pieces, just like so. And you can make them lower or higher. But this gives you platforms that you can now stand your wrestlers on. There's peg holes there so they can put their feet on it. You can use it as platforms to dive off into the ring. They can jump off to the outside. We have 2 of those, so you can match those up however you want to, put them on whatever scaffolding pieces you want to. Like I said, you can even lower them so that they're just nice, sturdy platforms above the top rope, so it's easier to make your guys jump off the top rope. So pretty fun stuff here. And again, you can combine this however you want to. You can take these apart, you can build them higher. We do have these other scaffolding pieces that have the same connectors as the red platforms. So if I, for some reason, wanted to, make some scaffolding go this way, horizontal, across the ring, we can do that as well. And look, we can even, we can tie the chain across it if we want to. Let's see if we can get that in there. Yeah, that doesn't really clip as well, but, oh, there we go. Kind of wrap that up in there. Wrap it in there. Come on. Come on. You're making me look bad, chain. Anyway, you guys get the idea. It doesn't, it's a little too thick on the scaffolding to wrap the chain around it, but, crazy walkways now. So, that's kind of fun, the ways we can build that. Now, let's build underneath the ring some more, shall we? I'm going to pull some of this stuff off because I'm going to now attempt to build the way that the box shows we can get the really tall ring. So let's try that. Okay, so here's the first thing I'm going to do with this. I'm going to take our long pieces, the long straight pieces, and we're going to put them on the underside of the ring all the way around. So this is really going to jack the ring up off the ground. Look at that. Holy moly. This is not a ring that I would be comfortable wrestling in. This is dangerous, but it's perfect to throw our figures around in, right? Oh, look at that. It's already so tall, it's like halfway off the camera, so I'm going to have to do some serious zooming out. I got all of our platform pieces connected together, and we got this round piece that actually plugs right onto the top that really kind of locks it all together there. And you can see that there's plenty of pegs and everything on there so that all of our figures can stand on it. And this is really nice because we also have these slots here that we can slide some of these other shorter straight pieces through. So, boom, just like that. Just like that. And we got one more. There we go. See? And this is cool. There's also a release button on this, which actually makes this easier to take apart. You can push that little button and those slide back out. See, they clip in very nice. So this we're going to connect to the bottom of the ring. This is craziness right here. So we actually need to slide these in a little bit further. There we go. There we go. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? It's a little nutty. Nothing like just building this for the first time on camera, right? But hey, I wanted to show you guys the experience. All right. Clip each of these little pieces onto the sides, just like that. And these are those clip-on pieces that I showed you guys just a little bit ago up on top. They're very similar to those little red platforms. So they just kind of clip the little triangular pieces, just like that. Oh yeah, very cool. Look at that. That makes it nice and sturdy. See what we built on the bottom here? We got this whole underside platform underneath the ring now. And then we can take these extra little pieces, and I'm just building one of the things from the box is what I'm doing. You can see what we did here. We took those, the bent pieces, and we stacked them on top of each other to make them extra tall. And then we can stick them on top of the ring here. We can add the chain going across the top. See, yep, it's going to be best to do the long chain. There we go. That way it's nice and kind of drooping down a little bit. There we go, and then we can hang our belt from it. Oh, and I like this too. Actually, they use the second chain, but that does hang it kind of low into the ring. So we're just going to do this. Oh, man, this is craziness. Okay, so look at this monster of a ring that I just built. Let me get this belt clipped up here. There we go. Wow, and I used pretty much every piece. And the one thing I didn't use was actually these little platforms, but I can totally attach these anywhere I want to. Look at that. I'll just attach them down here. And this is what it looks like when you use all the pieces. This is crazy. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit for you guys. Oh, man. Look at this crazy ring. Look. See on the top, I've got the chain hanging. I've got the belt there. You know, we can bring any of our wrestlers in and they can do battle on the bottom. They can work their way up. They can climb into the ring. They can do battle in the ring. And then they can jump up and they can win the championship. Yeah. This thing is a ton of fun. This is coming from somebody who, still to this day, big wrestling fan. As a kid, I loved playing with wrestling action figures and wrestling rings, and if I had one that I can customize like this and kind of build and just whatever kind of crazy contraption I wanted to with it, I guarantee I would have had a blast with this. So this thing is definitely a huge plus for kids who are a fan of wrestling. I would highly recommend it. I think the whole thing is very nice and sturdy and fun. You can see it's a nice solid structure too once I got it all put together here. And that's a nice solid piece. That's not coming down. I think the building is very easy. It might take a little bit of extra elbow grease. Maybe an adult might have to help a kid at least learn how to deassemble it. But seriously, this thing is a lot of fun, and it's perfect for these Create-A-Superstar action figures where you can build your own crazy fighters and then go to battle in your own crazy ring. What a great concept. Hey, so I got to give a special thanks to Mattel for sending this along so I can have the opportunity to check this out and show you guys how to build it right here on camera. The Create-A-Superstar Ring Builder set is on store shelves right now. So happy hunting, my friends, and until next time.